And number 34, John Landers. Now the starting lineup for the Lions of Eastern Nazarene. The senior midfielder, number 2, Nielsen Centeo. The senior defender, number 4, Jake Donovan. The senior midfielder, number 8, Stanley Gillen. Junior midfielder, number 10, Leon Zaffarano. Junior forward, number 12, Charlie Swan. The senior midfielder, number 17, Prem Figuetti. Freshman defender, number 20, Carlos Moya. Senior midfielder, number 23, Sunil Lepchak. Junior defender, number 27, Ismael Loco. Freshman forward, number 32, Ronald Vargas. And in goal, a junior, number 0, Tim Eddings. The assistant coaches are Freddie Perez, Steve Schott, and Kevin Rudolph. And the head coach of Eastern Nazarene is Mark Bell. Now let's see the RPI engineers. First, number 1, Mark Levens. Number 3, Cameron Law. Number 5 is Pompey Zavarori. Number 8, Dante Boyd. Number 9, Matt Menendez. Number 13, Gabe Taranto. Number 17, Tommaso Belagosa. Number 18, Sandy Shaw. Number 19, Ben Kogan. Number 20, Nylan Nigo. Number 22 is Chris Heffernan. Number 25, Sergio Silva. And number 28, Pedro Lara. And now the starting lineup for the engineers of RPI. First up, a sophomore defender, number 2, C.J. Emery. A senior midfielder, number 7, Dylan Conter. Senior defender, number 10, Dylan Ashron. Senior forward, number 11, Austin Berry. Freshman forward, number 14, Eric Duncan. Sophomore forward, number 16, Paul Silva. Freshman forward, number 21, Josh Gaudiano. A junior midfielder, number 23, Mike Harton. Junior defender, number 24, Joe DiMaselli. And a junior defender, number 31, Trevor Bisson. Coach of RPI is Adam Flynn. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please rise, remove your hats, and in honor of America, please join in the singing of our national anthem. tolerated, and our grounds will be open. We appreciate your cooperation.
This probably isn't great for her knee either.
Respect is the name of the game.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to East Campus Stadium, where it is 30 degrees. But it'll feel much warmer to those out there running around. They're playing in the NCAA tournament. RPI for the 9th time. Eastern Nazarene in their first ever appearance. Take a look at the engineers there. RPI comes in with an overall record of 14-2-3. They were regular season champs. From the Liberty League, they lost in a shootout to Clarkson in the semifinal. It was here last Saturday, hoping to erase memories of that against Eastern Nazarene College, 16-3-0. Located in Quincy, Massachusetts, the Lions were New England Collegiate Conference champions and are led by Conference Player of the Year, Charlie Swan, 18 goals on the season, 3 assists. And he'll be one to watch for the Lions. Right behind him is Leon Zaffinato, 11 goals and 9 assists. A little bit of question about who we'd see in goal for Eastern Nazarene. They're going with Tim Eddings, 7-2-0 record, 134 goals against, 7.59 save percentage. As Tyler Ferreira, also very good numbers on the season. It seems like it's just about split time in goal. For RPI will be Luke Brezak. Unbeaten on the season is Brezak, 9-0-3, 0.57 goals against, 8.41 save percentage, 5 shutouts on the year. He is backed up by Captain Matt LeBranch. RPI in white today with red socks. Eastern Nazarene in red with white sleeves and white socks. We are underway at East Campus Stadium. CJ Emmerich, usually over on the left side, takes over on the right today. So maybe they see something matchup-wise or where the Lions like to attack. Dylan Ashong moves over to the left, but just about the same lineup. It is the same lineup from last time out against Clarkson. RPI outshot the Golden Knights by a hefty margin. The game went down as a 0-0 draw, with RPI falling on PKs in 7 rounds. Big boot from Brezak, settled in the midfield by Eastern Nazarene, one back by Trevor Bisson. This one cannot be kept in on the far side. It'll be a throw-in to the Engineers. Eastern Naz, the champions of the NECC, as I mentioned, they defeated Leslie College 3-1 on last Sunday. CJ Emmerich trying to win a ball back, and he loses it out. Sun is out today, so hopefully the turf warms things up for the players and officials on the field. As I mentioned, just 30 degrees at kickoff. A little bit of breeze as well. So I'm not sure if they're instituting the 15-minute rule as far as if this game was to go to extra time. Eric Duncan, all-league honorable mention. RPI had 9 all-league players. This is cut out in the midfield. number 32, Brian Vargas. But he can't corral it. See a lot of gloves and sleeves out there, as you might expect. Ashong just throws this away. Duncan wins it back. Here's Silva. Trying to slide it through for Gaudiano, but that's picked off and sent back. Bisson will settle. Junior center back out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Quickly ahead. Emmerich to Austin Betterly. Senior captain. Finds Harton. Harton thought about going across the field with it. Now he finds Duncan on the run. Duncan wide for Gaudiano. Here's his first touch. Gaudiano cutting to the middle. Sends it wide. It's a good ball back to Betterly. And it'll come off the defender and out for a throw. Engineers in a bit of a scoring funk. They'd love to change things here in this opening round game. Dylan Confair, recently first team All-Academic in the district. He and Silva. Harton's going to play this one all the way back to Joe DiMaselli, junior captain from Long Island. Now Duncan looking to turn, and a foul here, and Duncan's going to get whistled for it. As he and Ishmael Lobo go into it. He's going to run out for a throw. Some early game jitters, I'm sure, on both sides. RPI's last postseason or NCAA tournament berth was 2015. So none of the rostered players on either side have played in the NCAA tournament. Well defended there. Gaudiano comes up with it, sees Duncan. He's going to dribble instead, touches it around another, and he is fouled. Carlos Moya is whistled for that. He'll set up a free kick for RPI. Just about 40 yards from the Eastern Nazarene goal. And Brian Vargas will be pushed back by our head referee. Here's the ball in. It's a good one. Bisson gets ahead to it. Gaudiano goes up as well. And it will be cleared. Harton waits for it. Mishandled. And now Eastern Nazarene trying to break. And finally a header is won back. Silva is going to turn here. Paul Silva trying to play it through. It's picked, but Betterly wins it back. And now he's tripped up. And a whistle and a foul. Another free kick for the Engineers. Engineers crowd getting into it here. It's chilly, but they've come out to support RPI here in this NCAA first round action. Reminder, our second game today features the Middlebury College Panthers and the Johnson and Johnson and Wales Wildcats. That's coming up at 3:30 scheduled. Of course, we know that schedule can change. We saw it last week with the Liberty League Championships here. And the game's going into shootouts to kind of push things back. You hope it doesn't get pushed back too far as it gets awfully cold here, but that's not what the Engineers are concerned about now. A free kick. Josh Gaudiano and Joe DiMaselli are lined up over it. Not a lot of sun to deal with for Eddings. We'll see what happens. It's going to be Confair trying to slip it through, and it's red. And now they're going to try and catch the Engineers upfield. Long ball, and it'll be played wide there by Emmerich, and now DiMaselli. I think he wins a throw. Nice job by DiMaselli. So RPI had tried a little trick on there, and it did not work out. Eastern Naz through the midfield. That's number 23, Sunil Lepcha. And RPI looking for a foul. They don't get it. Eastern Naz Going to put their foot on it. That's Lepcha sending it wide. Good challenge by Emmerich. And now a ball played through. A Shong on the chase, but offside is Vargas. Eastern Nazarene lost its final 2 regular season games before going on a tournament run, which saw them beat Dean College 2-0, New England College 6-1 in the semifinals of their league tournament, and Leslie, as I mentioned, 3-1 in the final. Their 3 losses on the year have been to New England College, Leslie, and way back on August 30th, much like RPI, they lost their first game of the year. They fell to Nichols 3-2. RPI lost its first game of the year way back, or its second game of the year, excuse me, in the first weekend to Dickinson College 3-0. Then they went on a tremendous 15-game unbeaten streak, which came to an end in the final game of the regular season at Ithaca 1-0. So it's been a while since RPI has tasted victory. A ball in the air, a header right on. That was Duncan. And the first, I guess, half chance goes to RPI. There's a ball slid for out of play. Throw in. Dylan Ashong. Fix the gloves. Ball played up the wing. Not a great clearance, but that almost stayed in. Some sun to deal with along this near sideline as it'll be cleared out by Vargas. Bisson has a little bit of time, although he's being pressured here by Zafinato. Or Swan, excuse me, up top, number 12. He's the one of note, the NECC Player of the Year. He's been the lone striker up front for Eastern Naz. With the wingers on the right side, it's Vargas. Over on the left is Zafinato. One in the midfield by Moya. Zafinato on his left, he'll take a shot. And that one did not miss by much. Good left-footed strike there for Zafinato. Shots are 1-1 early in this game. Duncan trying to battle through the wind to get to this. Wind is blowing strong enough, it's worth noting, and the Engineers are playing into the wind this half. Turning back towards his own end is Stanley Eli. Sent wide by Edmilson Centeo. And now Bisson for RPI. Trying to find Duncan. Holds up for Confair, and then a poor left-footed ball from Confair. Lobo. Centeo. That on Megs Betterly. Got a pass from Lepcha. Over the top, this is going to run out for a throw. NCAA rule dictates that both teams can only dress 24 players, which only leaves one man off the roster for Eastern Naz. Now Dylan Ashong is tying his shoe. Not the best time for that. One back by Zaffinato. Engineers a little bit careless in their own half so far. Stepping in nicely there was Lobo. Now a shot comes skipping in. Might have been a cross, but it wasn't what he wanted. It was way too close to Breezic. Sophomore goalkeeper out of Camino Island, Washington. As Breezic's punt is a knuckler towards Gaudiano. Last touched by Eli. Another throw for RPI. 14th minute, and then you tell Gaudiano staring into the sun there. That one comes off of junior Michael Harton in the midfield. He has been an absolute rock for this Engineer team in the middle of the field. Started every game, leads all midfielders in minutes played. Versatile, he can play the holding role. He can also get forward and leads the team with 7 assists. Here's another shot that runs through and be handled again by Breezic. You can tell Zaffinato favors that left side, and I know the Engineers have recognized that. They probably knew it heading into today's game. Another low punt from Breezic. Silva heads it, Confair again. Duncan trying to hold up. Tries to turn, and he does. Duncan wards off another. Still Duncan on the move. There are 5 red shirts around him, and finally they win it off him, and Ashong's going to play it out for a throw. Eric Duncan, as I mentioned, is all-league honorable mention. He might have gotten even more if he wasn't hurt for a good portion of the season. Just 12 games played, 4 starts. This is his 5th. Freshman from Decatur, Georgia, with 4 goals and 3 assists on the season. Eastern Naz on the attack. Ashong lost out there to Vargas. He'll send a cross in. Low clearance, get some help. And now at midfield. Cannot be held onto this time by Duncan. Good tackle there by Duncan. Touches it by another. This could be a card. Should be. Duncan was clear. Now we have an Eastern Naz player down as well. Almost certainly a yellow card coming, as Lobo is shaken up. Centeo's walking away, but only because he knows what's coming. Edmilson Centeo is cautioned here. And a free kick, Confair all alone to deliver this one in. Some big bodies up there, including Bisson and DiMaselli. They've combined for 8 goals from the 2 center backs. Here it is, in the middle of the box, headed out. Not a real convincing clearance. Second effort gets the job done. Engineers still recovering. It's played by Moya. Confair's back, or that was Emmerich. He gives it away. Zafinato on the run. Good tackle by Bisson. And now Duncan trying to hold up. Lobo's having trouble staying on his feet, and again he's down. Engineers want to counter. We have a Boy Who Cried Wolf situation here brewing. He's back up again. No, he's not. He's still lying there. Lobo is down. Now this time on the RPI side of midfield. They're going to stop the clock and bring out the trainer. With this bit of break in the action, it can run down the all-league RPI players. There were 9 of them. I hope. First, there's Josh Gaudiano, the first ever Player of the Year and Rookie of the Year in Liberty League history. Then the first teamers were Austin Betterly, Gaudiano, Michael Harton, and Trevor Bisson. Dylan Confair was the lone second team honoree, and then Eric Duncan, Dylan Ashong, Joe DiMaselli, and Luke Breezak were all honorable mentions. So we have a substitution here for Eastern Naz. Mohamed Gorish, excuse me, into the game. Number 5 takes over at center back. Bisson, good ball, finds Silva. Silva trying to play it through, a little too close to the goalkeeper, and Edding is going to pick it up. Gaudiano, bit of a juggle, plays it wide, but it's going to be intercepted. And lobbed forward. Bisson a header. Touched by Harton. Harton on the run still. Gaudiano wants it played in front of him. Now he'll slide it through, but Gaudiano had already peeled off. Just a little out of sync on the play. Now Gaudiano is nearly given the ball back from Centeo. Here's Moya. Good tackle by Gaudiano, and now he's cut down. And a foul. He does that better than just about anyone. If you reach, he will draw the whistle. The ball played forward. Gaudiano. Back to Confair. Now some room for Silva to look upfield. Chipping in, he finds Duncan. Duncan double teamed. Wide to Betterly. Betterly cutting inside. Tackled away. Prem Sabata had it. Now offside was Betterly. And the whistle goes. Confair back to Bisson. Into Harton out of Merrick, New York. Bisson to Harton. Good turn. Confair again. Wide to Betterly. Betterly into Duncan. Some space here. Confair touches it back to Harton. Wide to Ashong. Has Gaudiano and uses him. Gaudiano cuts inside. Gaudiano cuts again, and a whistle and a foul. The only comparison I can make him to from another sport might be Steph Curry. He's not very big, but he's extremely quick, and he can draw a foul. He can score from anywhere. 15 goals on the season for Gaudiano, a school record. And this is where the sun could come into play for Eddings. Confair's over it, so I'm not expecting a shot, but it might not be a bad idea here. Here's Confair. He's going to chip it to the back post. He scores! The Engineers have scored. I think it was Harton who went down. He's getting looked at by the referee. 1-0 RPI on top. Mike Harton, his first goal of the season. And it's 1-0. The Engineer fans are up on their feet here. It's been a while. Great ball from Confair on the goal to pick up his second assist on the season. They're having a chat now. The head coach for Eastern Nazarene out there, Mark Bell. Back to action here. RPI leading 1-0. And now here comes Gaudiano. Inside for Confair. And no call here. Good combination play. Betterly slots it through. Here's Emmerich on the run. The cross. Oh, good header. Good defensive header there. And it's cleared out. Moya. One back, here's Gaudiano. Try to pull it back. Vargas plays it backwards. Here's Ellie over the top, good ball. And out comes Breezic. My dad just texted me this is a vulnerable time, and I think he's right. You have to, right after scoring a goal, you have to be extra sharp. You know, the Engineers respond after scoring. 22nd minute goal for Michael Harton. Now Vargas shields it away from Ashong. This will be a good battle all day. Vargas plays it backwards. Garish on the run, and he horse collars Gaudiano. It's a foul on Gorish. Body position is so important in drawing these fouls. That's the 7th foul committed by Eastern Nazarene, to just 1 for RPI so far today. Confair trying to get ahead to it. Garish does. Harton trying to play it over the top. It gets to Duncan. He'll touch it on for Betterly. Beaten to it nicely. That's the left back coming all the way across. Jacob Donovan to deny the Engineers there. Now Confair tries to step in. He pinballs around. Ashong steps up and gives it right away to Gorish. Back on his left side, it's Donovan. Really good read moments ago, as Betterly is one of the faster players on this RPI team. He beat him to the punch and did not allow the Engineers to continue that attack when there was a mistake on that back line for Eastern Naz. Under 20 minutes left in the first half, 1-0 RPI. Harton throws his hands in the air. Throw in to the Engineers. In the midfield, stepping in is Harton, winning it back once again. Now Duncan on the wing. Eric Duncan, tremendous feat for a big man as he sends it in. Not the cross he wanted. He'll gravitate back towards his center striker spot with Betterly on that right side. Long boot here from Edding. It's headed backwards inadvertently by Bisson, in a throw in an advanced position here for the Lions. Down by a goal. Thrown in. A rare touch here for Swan on the outside. He's double teamed. Engineers know where he is at all times. Here's a cross towards the back post. Breezic fumbles it and then picks it up. Breezic didn't quite to make a decision, and it nearly cost him there, but he was able to recover. And a whistle and a foul in a relatively dangerous spot here, as Vargas is slow to get up. Here's the ball in, headed away by Ashong. Second effort falls right to Confair. Good one-touch from Betterly. Silva wide for Gaudiano. Trying to take his man off the dribble. Burns one, and another. Trying to cut it back, and he won a corner. Corner kick for the Engineers, the first of the game for either team. As Ben Cogan, the freshman from Clifton Park, checks in for the Engineers. He replaces Duncan, so RPI is going with a smaller group up front. With no true center striker, they're probably going to move Betterly over to that center spot. Here's the ball in. A Bisson header, and that goes wide. He got up for it, maybe a little bit early. As he kind of caught it with his head going to the ground, or coming down from the leap. You know, fake goal kick from Eddings. He's got a big leg, although not this time. Big header by Bisson. Gaudiano trying to track it down. Cuts back. Defended by a pair of Lions, and now a good ball from Kogan in his first touch. Betterly to the end line. Cuts it back. A shot. Kogan scores! 2-0 RPI on a goal by Ben Kogan. His second on the year. Just following up on the back post. Just what RPI needed, a second goal. It's been 2 weeks since RPI scored 2 goals in a game. That was here against Vassar, 2-0 victory. Since then, they did not score in each of the next 2 games. Losing at Ithaca 1-0, and then the 0-0 tie with Clarkson. Make no mistake, RPI has had his chances in those games, especially the Clarkson game. But to be able to put the ball in the back of the net is a different animal. And RPI's found a way to do it here without Josh Gaudiano doing so, which is also big. Here's Betterly. Cutting inside and out, draws 3 defenders. And now Confair cut down on the far side. Played back. Here's Gaudiano, cuts it back. Crowd wants a whistle and a foul, they're going to get it. Free kick, and Confair's over there again to take it. Here's Confair to deliver. Headed away. Centeo got there. Now Bisson on the wing. He loves to attack, almost more than defending, it seems at times, but he'll head back to his center back spot. Now a long ball headed by DiMaselli. Betterly goes down. Still on the ball is Moya. A little behind the leg move. Kept in by Kogan. I think it came off of a Shong last, so he had to play. Now a Shong just hits it towards the top of the box. Zafinato looking for that left foot. He got to it, but it was blocked by Harton. Now Silva takes a look. Tries to dribble around one. Doesn't work out. And that'll be a substitution here. They're going to give Josh Gaudiano a breather here as Matt Menendez, the senior, comes in. He'll play on that left side, it looks like. Ball in to Silva. Touches it back out to Emmerich. Emmerich around one. What a touch. The cross right to Eddings. Late arriving crowd has showed up here. But they have been boisterous. Cheering on the Engineers to a 2-0 lead. Nice turn by Zafinato. Cutting back on Harton, sends it wide as an outside of the foot shot. Spinning towards the corner flag. And Eastern Naz might have had a corner there. But for some reason, Stanley Eli played a ball and only gets a corner. Looked like he was spinning out for what would have been a first corner kick for the Lions. Here's Gorish to throw it back in. We have another substitution on the way for Eastern Nazarene as Kirby Georgian comes in. And this will be a goal kick. 35 minutes in. RPI goals from Michael Harton and Ben Kogan have the Engineers on top in this NCAA first round game. About a fifth of the field is now in shade, and that will continue to grow as the day goes along. That one caught Menendez up high. Gorish, who's been all over the field today, since coming on as a substitute, will find Georgian, who's almost done mistake. Well, actually, that's Jose Ruiz. Beg your pardon. Ruiz is the colorful hair. Ball played in. DiMaselli heads it out. Harton only found Kogan with that clearance. Kogan, mishit. Bissett off the chest. Will send it long. Long ball. Betterly was checking 2. Centeo just gives it away. Betterly on the run. And it's swept away for a corner kick. This Eastern Nazarene back line has had a few adventures early in this game. And that time it was Centeo just giving the ball to Betterly. But Betterly couldn't break away and help came. 2 RPI players over for the corner. Confair and I think Silva's with him. They'll take it the traditional way. Edding is fouled. Edding's going to take this free kick quickly, trying to catch RPI's backs up. And nearly worked out, but Ashong finds Silva. Oh, Paul Silva with the Meg. Gets the fans going. Back to him. Silva trying to cut inside. And Zaffinato with that magical left foot just picks it away. Now Emmerich tried to turn. Betterly trying to shield. Defended by Centeo. Now controlled again by the Lions. Gorish gets it rejected. Menendez and Gorish battling. Slide tackle by Menendez. Sent back. Here's Menendez to settle. Finds Kogan. Back to Menendez. Back to the Lions. Good read by Emmerich to step in, although that ball eventually did find Kogan. I don't think it was intended at all. Here's Silva. Return feed from Emmerich. Back to Silva, slid out for a corner. Another one for these Engineers. You look at this 2-0 lead with 6 minutes left in the half. What also it does for RPI, aside from the obvious, is it gives a chance for the Engineers to rest Josh Gaudiano. I don't think he'd sat in a game in some time. But they cannot expose him to the weather and just overall being defended here. Corner kick coming up. RPI looking for some sign, I guess, from the bench. It's their third. Silva short from Confair. Gives it back to Confair. He'll send it in. Bouncing in the 6. And it's cleared. Menendez turning out. Nice play by Menendez. Finds Bisson. Still forward. He'll launch it towards the far side of the box. Didn't have enough on it to find Silva. Now Kogan touches it back to Menendez. This is good work from this group for RPI. Silva. Double team comes. And RPI bench maybe looking for a foul there. Didn't get it. Eli. And there's a miss hit. Harton gets it back, although he loses out again. This time to Georgian. Eli plays it up the wing. Rezick talking to Ashong, and he says let it go. Substitution for RPI with 5 minutes left in the half. They're going to pull off Silva. And Gabe Tarondo comes in. So Toronto's played in 15 games this year, but hasn't featured since the Ithaca game to end the regular season. Comes on for the final few minutes of this first half, and an important few minutes. RPI holding on to a 2-0 lead. Ashong has it stolen away. Here's a cross. Up for the header is Bisson. Now a shot from Eli over the top. throwing for the Engineers. And another sub. Betterly comes out. And checking in for RPI is number 22, Chris Heffernan. See what the freshman can do in the last few minutes of this half. Heffernan out of Wyckoff, New Jersey, went to Ramapo High School. He's only making his 5th appearance. He's only played 53 minutes all year. Has not registered a shot. Here is Heffernan with a surely unforgettable touch, or at least an appearance, I guess, in his freshman year in the NCAA tournament. Heffernan, little flick on header. He's getting shouted at already by Coach Clinton to hold the ball. What would the RPI soccer experience be without that? This is played forward over Emmerich, and now on the run, here's Zaffinato. Can he get there? No, when he smashes the ball into the railing. Two minutes to go in the half. Here is Confair on the run. Toronto making a run. And a good foot in defensively by Gorish. As Toronto has some pace, and he was just beaten to that ball. Heffernan, wide. Spin move on the far side. Stolen by Harton, who gets clambered into. But the Engineers keep the ball. Confair out of the corner. He's tripped up. I don't know about that. Sometimes you're penalized a bit by staying on your feet. It looked like Confair was clipped down there, but or at least fouled. Ball bounces in the box. Kogan! Oh, an opportunity. With a minute left, Kogan had the ball. Clearly, it wasn't the easiest hit. It was coming down out of the air. But I'm sure if you ask him again, he'd love another chance at that little half volley. That comes off of Kogan defensively. 38 seconds to go in the half. Of course, no stoppage time in college soccer. When that horn ends, the half's over. Kogan shielding, he gets tossed to the ground, and now Heffernan trying to move forward. 20 seconds in the half. Let's see if RPI can get a free kickoff here. They only have 17 seconds. It's counting. 12 seconds. Deschong doesn't seem to be any hurry. 9 seconds. Now he'll just launch it with 6. And there's a foul on the Engineers. That'll do it for the half. But the Engineers will take a 2-0 lead to the break as they receive goals from Michael Harton, his first of the year, and Ben Kogan, his second, in the 22nd and 30th minutes of this game. Well, the second half coming up for you right here on RPI TV.
NCAA, 15 seconds, 15-2. have more than 50,000 student athletes compete in NCAA championships at more than 800 sites across the country each year. Don't miss out on
I don't know.
next great moment for coaches. Find the championship near you by visiting
Johnson and Wales, I've heard of them.
NCAA.com/tickets.
Yeah, I don't know. They have to play whoever wins. And that's like regional championship. And then they go.
That's when they
Yeah,
came
that won't be here though.
What else did I do? I thought they were hosting
Only like one section of it. Once it's like national. That sounds always like the longest time of my life.
They try to show like they don't.
I'll just do like some cartwheels across the field.
I can't believe Thomas can walk in his hands.
That
Yeah,
was really impressive.
He tried to do it in our dorm the other day.
Oh, you guys are like right under the camera. Maybe if I jump up, I can. We're not allowed in the locker rooms, otherwise they're like, yeah, no one's allowed to go down there. They like have it blocked off. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know. Or like sneak up. You could go through the locker rooms and get up here and not pay.
That's we were trying to speed through.
Like there's an elevator back there. I'm sure you can take down.
The
You frozen yet?
Almost.
Second half underway here. Early ball into the box. Touchdown for an Engineers throw. 2-0 is the score. Eric Duncan. That ball was tackled away. Now Confair goes down. Trying to slide it through for Betterly. That ball just kept running. And Donovan gives away a corner here.
Bad idea. I should have just gone the other way.
Corner kick, here it is, the delivery. And nice job to go up and get that by Eddings. Zaffinato picked away neatly by Harton. He'll go wide to Gaudiano. Gaudiano slashing his way through, sends it through the box. This is chipped. Knocked down. This is turned over in the midfield. A couple players go down. Duncan. Ooh. RPI might have been in business there. Duncan. Uncharacteristic error there from the freshman. Just gave it back. Long ball from Donovan is a good one. And a Shaw deals with it and whacks it over everybody's head. Let's see what Centeo does with this. And he just shields it away from Duncan. Now Gaudiano to the end line. Duncan wide, but Betterly was tucked in a little bit there, so the pass goes out. Confair is clipped on the heel. And now Harton is having a chat here with our referee. Ball in, a header! Just flashes wide as it was Bisson who got up for that. You have to imagine a third goal would put this game away. Your RPI. A ball over the top for Gaudiano. He'll settle it in the corner, and the flag is up for offside. Good win by Silva. Here's Gaudiano. Duncan cuts it back. Cleared out. Engineers looking dangerous once again, and it's that vaunted front three that has not clicked recently, but throughout the Liberty League season, they were causing a lot of problems. Gaudiano, Duncan, and Betterly, when they were together, you could almost guarantee 2 or 3 goals a night. Neither of them have scored today, but RPI does have a 2-0 lead. Corner to the back post. Bisson gets up, and he heads it straight up in the air and out. Confair gets ahead, or Emmerich rather. Now Silva. Silva wide to Confair. Cutting inside, he's wrapped up. You could have called either of those fouls. Silva is the one who they eventually get the foul upon. Silva was clipped, and then if not for that, Confair would have been tackled at the edge of the 18. DiMaselli would be shooting from here. Confair, who's been delivering pretty good service so far. Oh well, change up there as DiMaselli puts it in. Bisson got headed down to a teammate, but it was cleared out in the end. Now Bisson in the midfield has a chance to look upfield, and not a good touch there from Bisson. He had more time, maybe he thought he did. Here's Zafinato with some room. He'll launch it forward. And Emmerich flying in to do the job. The sophomore clears it out. Tough challenge there, but it looked like the Lions got the ball first. Duncan saying he got my leg second. He doesn't like the call or the no call. And here's a whistle and a foul on Duncan. Betterly, good ball in. Duncan! Oh, a save! Silva across, and it's cleared out. A glorious chance there for RPI. Just couldn't stick it home. Duncan. It was a good save by Eddings. Good ball wide. Emmerich charging in. And a little bit too big of a touch. One back. Zubetti. Return feed. Betterly runs into Lepcha, excuse me. .60 gone. 2 first-half goals for RPI are the difference so far. Betterly a header. Now played in. Silva. Comes off of Betterly, but right to Emmerich. Bisson. Betterly trying to turn. Confair. And now Silva. Silva steps through a tackle. Now he gets chopped down. Looked like a tackle from behind. Zafinato doesn't think there should have been a call. Looked relatively dangerous there. Confair, a ball in. Sent out. Harton wide. Emmerich. Tried to squeeze it into Duncan. It was cut out. Vargas. Bisson covers. Betterly gave it away. Vargas again, trying to step around Emmerich, who's had a heck of a game on this right side for RPI. Bisson puts a charge into one. Touched by Gaudiano. Gaudiano back on it. Still Gaudiano on the run. Can he slip it in? Just wide. Another breathtaking run from the freshman from Manhattan Beach, California. You can see how he scored 15 goals this year. But at the same time, almost as impressive as he hasn't scored in the last 4 games. And still has those 15 goals. He broke the school record of 12 with nearly half the season to go. And while teams have, I don't want to say figured him out, because he's still getting chances quite like that. Oh, a good turn by Gaudiano. He's tripped up and fouled. And eventually you have to start giving out cards. Just 1 card issued so far in this game. It was for a tactical foul back in the first half. That was misplayed, and Duncan buries it. Eric Duncan may have just put this one to bed. The freshman from Decatur, Georgia, did just what he needed to on that header, was get it on frame, as it was a bit of a blunder from Tim Eddings. He went out to get it. When you're a keeper and you whiff like that, you're in big trouble. And Duncan made him pay with his 5th goal of the year. Foul here played quickly, settled by Eli. That one's cleared out. Substitution. Ben Cogan's coming on for Confair. Eastern Nazarene on the attack. Zafinato, offside flag goes up, and the shot was right at Brizek anyway. Ball played in, nearly fell to Duncan again. Referee says no foul play there. And now some frustration, I'm sure, from Eastern Nazarene. Pretty disrespectful from Vargas, to be perfectly honest, who's standing over Betterly. They're going to stop the clock. Finally, they got him away. Betterly's a tough guy. He's taken a knock or two in his RPI career, and he's back up and won't need a sub. They might sub him off anyway. You should. A little over 22 minutes left in the game. So Ely gets the yellow, second yellow card of the game. Some discussion here between the referee, Duncan, Menendez is in. There's the ball in. Flick on Gaudiano to the back post. Oh my. At a certain point, this bad luck has to run out for Gaudiano. He just generates so many chances. As RPI will make a plethora of substitutions here. I'll try to get all those to you. Gaudiano off, Duncan off, Betterly off. I think Silva as well. You only get 24 total rostered players eligible to play in the game, so RPI's not going to quite empty the bench, but they're going to do close to it. And some guys who haven't seen a lot of time this year are also going to get into this game. See what they can do. Kogan trying to slip it through. Not a bad idea. Emmerich. Still on the move is Emmerich. Finally picked away by Ellie. Played back to Donovan, who clears. Of course, Bisson and DiMaselli aren't going to come off. They never do. Good-looking idea of a ball that's headed backwards. And into the, no, just wide. Eddings is not having a great day. That ball bounced over him, but luckily for Eastern Nazarene, it wasn't on goal, or it might have just bounced right in. Another corner for the Engineers. Harton will take this one. Bisson gets ahead to it. DiMaselli back to goal. Nice play to work it wide by Menendez. Another ball chipped into the back post, and up goes Eddings, and he handles this one. Shong just whacks it out of play. Gets the rest of those subs. Checking in on that mass substitution was Chris Heffernan, the man who nearly scored there. Could have been his first collegiate goal. If he could have gotten ahead to it, but it kind of bounced over him and the goalkeeper. Now another ball in. Here's Toronto showing off his wheels. Gonna find him a shorter sleeve uniform. His pass back to the middle is intercepted. Slip through. Comes free to Bisson. He'll play it wide for Toronto again. Sleeves flopping in the wind. He finds Heffernan. It'll be a goal kick. Pedro Lara also into the game for RPI with Toronto and Heffernan. And Menendez. Lara's playing in that holding midfielder role. Letting Bisson go after this goal kick. He steps back up. Looks like he just got a haircut too, Lara. It's that time of year where you kind of want as much hair as you can get. The Engineers have not minded the cold today. You can factor in how many of their players are not from cold weather climates, including Lara, who's from Arizona. You have Gaudiano from California. Bisson's from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Duncan's from Georgia. Apple over the top for Heffernan. He's not quite going to get there. Eddings is out. Here's Menendez. He's from Miami. Now Kogan with a turn and a chip. Heffernan lays it off. A shot right on. More good buildup though from RPI as Lara got that shot away. Bisson, Di Maselli into Lara. Lara loses it, fights to get it back. Long ball, too far for everybody. Pedro Lara just playing in his 7th game. I mentioned he's from Arizona. He's from Surprise, Arizona. Went to Willow Canyon High School. Getting some valuable minutes here in his young career as an Engineer. He does have a couple of shots on the season. So again, any rest that the Engineers can get today as Tomaso Valagusa comes in. Any rest that the RPI starters can get today will benefit them tomorrow for the 3 p.m. kickoff in the regional final. Harton comes off for Valagusa. Heffernan. Had it taken away. Heffernan's certainly going to set a career high in minutes played today. His previous was 17 against Castleton. We get a foul here. Sent into the box. Lara cleared out by Donovan. Good win by Shong. Taken right back by the Lions. Here's Ellie. Stefanato plays it long. I don't remember the last time Charlie Swan touched the ball. So well the Engineers have defended him today. Vargas touched out for a throw. Doesn't stop with that top unit for the Engineers. They all defend. Headed by DiMaselli, looking into the sun. Now Toronto takes a look. He's going to try and play Heffernan. Defended by Moya. Turning with it is Ruiz. Lepcha around to the near side for Vargas again. Stepping in was Emmerich and Menendez. And a Meg. And then some room for Valagusa to look upfield. He'll find Kogan instead. Engineers switch the point of attack to a Shaw. He'll send it back to Kogan. And now DiMaselli. A gaping right side for Bisson to step into. Good idea from Heffernan, as he had a couple of teammates on the near side, just didn't execute, but RPI gets it back. They'll win a throw. Nope. Throw into Eastern Naz, I beg your pardon there. We're going to get a goalie change here for RPI, as Matt LeBranch is going to come in for Luke Brezik. Senior captain Matt LeBranch has been exactly that for the Engineers, a three-time captain for RPI. Out of Wilbraham, Massachusetts. Whether he plays or is on the bench, he's done it all with grace, and it's good to see him get some minutes here in the NCAA tournament. His numbers this year have been good. Brizik's just been a little bit better. Good little 1-2. Menendez, a shot, redirected! An offside flag is up on Toronto. Wouldn't that have been something? A delightful little redirection, but unfortunately for the freshman Toronto, he was offside. Touched out by Donovan. Engineers are going to go to 11-0-1 at East Campus Stadium this season. The one draw was officially to Clarkson when RPI fell to penalties. As far as the NCAA is concerned, it is a tie. RPI never played more than 8 games at home in a season prior to this year, but they had 10 scheduled regular season. There's a ball from Bisson over the top. That's going to run out. Substitution coming up for Eastern Nazarene. Vargas comes off, and Georgian is in. Heffernan across. Toronto! Oh, up the post! Oh, it's in. It hit the back post and went in. Gabe Toronto makes it 4-0. Unselfish there from Heffernan. At first, I didn't think the pass was going to get there, but it did. An assist for Heffernan, a goal for Toronto. And the RPI Engineers lead it by 4. The goal for Gabe Toronto is his second on the year, second of his career. That's blocked by Heffernan. Engineers on the run again. Here's a shot held on to. That was Emmerich, who's seeing everybody else getting to the scoring mood. We have an injury here. The Lions. Substitution for RPI. Kogan comes off. It'll be for the Engineers, number 25. Sergio Silva, freshman from Bethel, Connecticut, getting his first taste of NCAA soccer. Heffernan wide. Dante Boyd also into the game, finds Heffernan. Heffernan with a move, still Heffernan, trying to slip it through, it was blocked. Silva will play it backwards, 7.5 to go in the game. And the Engineers have almost completely emptied the bench. Trevor Bisson even out of the game. And Bonke Sekarore has checked in. He'll play center back alongside Di Maselli. Here's Dante Boyd, senior from Troy. Comes out for an RPI throw. Silva with a good little ball back. Lara misplays, but gets some help. Zafinato through the midfield. Ellie. Good job to get it wide. Lions, good build up here. See if they can turn it into something. Moya into Ellie. Zafinato, a big touch. Sekarore gets a foot in. Boyd wins that challenge. And he gets spiked there, trying to work it up the wing. Bonke through the middle, finds Valagusa. Nice job to settle and hold on to that. Off the mark for Lara. Lamar gets it back. Menendez. Heffernan. Foul here. It was Gorish on the run. He got held up. 5 minutes to go. Matt LeBrant is saying, great, I get to play in the NCAA tournament, but the 15 minutes I'm in there, I'm staring right into the sun. And he's got his three-man wall set up for a free kick almost straight away. They go sideways with it, and then the second ball in is not what they wanted from Lepcha. 2 more subs for RPI.
Substitutions for RPI.
As CJ Emmerich sits down for the first time.
Replacing number 2, CJ Emmerich. And number 3, Cameron Law.
Cam Law comes in for RPI. He'll play on that left wing. Menendez moves over to the center on the attack with Law moving left. He's a left footer. He's played some left back here at RPI before. Oh, Sekarore comes off his shin. The only question left is, can the Engineers keep a clean sheet? They've done it not as much as Coach Clinton would have liked this year. But as a team, they do have 6, 5 of them for Breezak, 1 for LeBranch. This would be constituted as a combined shutout. This will run all the way for a goal kick.
Number 22, Chris Heffernan. In for number 24, Joe DiMaselli.
So Heffernan, who was playing striker, came off the field for about a minute, and then he went in for DiMaselli to play left center back. There are no more starters on the field for RPI. Manager's dream in the postseason where you have to play the next day. Race for this ball, and Eddings comes out to grab it just at the edge of the box. Law. Heffernan a header. Nolan Nigam from there. Boyd sends it across, looking for Law, and shielded. We're going to have a stoppage here. There's a player down. Might be cramping here for Ellie. And they're going to need a sub here for Ellie. They're calling her a trainer. There they come. Looking ahead to our late game today, Middlebury will be taking on Johnson and Wales. an at-large bid for Middlebury onto the NESCAC. And Johnson and Wales were Great Northeast Athletic Conference champions, the GNAC, looking for their first ever NCAA tournament game win. They're 0-7 all time in their previous 7 appearances. A little more storied history behind the Middlebury Panthers, 2007 national champions. They're making their 14th NCAA tournament appearance. They're 11-7-5 all time. They lost in the first round last year, so looking to get back at it here in 2019. That game's scheduled for 3:30. It's almost 3 o'clock now, so might be a few minutes after that. They get, I think, 40 minutes officially to warm up. Lara chipping. Dante Boyd going after it. That one sent down, 1.5 minutes to go. Back heel for Lepcha. Long to Moya. And a foul is going to be called here. Foul on Andy Zhao, freshman from Novi, Michigan. He's started a good number of games this year. He's kind of fallen behind the combination of both Emmerich and Ashong, which is to say not far behind because they've played so very well. It's not as much as a demotion is a promotion of the other two. Now we'll run out for a goal kick. But good experience for all those on the field right now who hope to help the Engineers not only this year but in the future. A lot of freshmen and sophomores getting a taste of the NCAA tournament here today. A comprehensive victory for RPI today, as they're going to win this one 4-0 over Eastern Nazarene. Pick up the 5th victory in NCAA tournament play in school history. For the 5th time, they'll advance to the 2nd round. They've never gone past the 2nd round, or into the 2nd weekend of play. That's what RPI will look to do tomorrow as they hold on for the 4-0 win. Scoring in this game started in the 22nd minute. Michael Harton scoring from Dylan Confair. Then it was Ben Cogan off a cross from Paul Silva. He got a touch, I guess, there in the 30th minute for a 2-0 lead. 65th minute, it was Eric Duncan from Confair once again. 2 assists for the senior out of Williamsport, Massachusetts, Dylan Confair. Then the final goal in the 80th minute, Gabe Tarondo from Chris Heffernan. Made it a 4-0 final. RPI moves to 15-2-3. They set the school record for wins in a season with their 15th victory. They'll face the winner of Johnson and Wales and Middlebury tomorrow at 3 o'clock. I want to thank you all for watching today's first round action, where once again it was the Engineers of RPI 4 and the Lions of Eastern Nazarene nothing. You've been watching live coverage of NCAA soccer on RPI TV.
Congratulations to these 2 teams for their outstanding performances this afternoon and throughout the season. And to each leader who has advanced to the championship round. Eastern Nazarene completes their regular season with an outstanding record. We wish to congratulate